What's up guys, I'm Jared, and today we actually have quite an incredible story. I will warn you now, some of the images we are going to show may be a little graphic for some of our viewers, but if you could handle it, I would recommend sticking around and listening to the story of 60-year-old Krishna Prasad Bhattarai. At the age of 12 years old, this man was diagnosed with neurofibromatosis, which according to Mayo Clinic, I quote, is a genetic disorder that causes tumors to form on nerve tissue. Now because of this disorder, as you can imagine, a giant tumor grew on the side of his face, and it got so big that people in his hometown were actually afraid to speak to him. The tumor had been untreated for years and got so big that Krishna actually had to carry it around in a bag while going about his day-to-day life. Due to the friction of the skin rubbing against itself, an infection eventually formed, and it caused the tumor and skin to give off a very foul odor. This was one of the reasons people didn't want to even be near Krishna. I quote, "People were too scared to speak to me. They would look at my face and walk in the opposite direction. It has been a very lonely life." End quote. Doctors in the capital of Nepal, where Krishna is from, told him there was no possible treatment, and that's what he thought until he met Dr. Jaswan Shakia, who agreed to remove the growth absolutely free of charge. Dr. Shakia even said it was the biggest tumor he'd ever seen, and because it was neglected for so long, the tumor grew to such a large size. Dr. Shakia would go on to say, I quote, "The extra skin was in a bad way. Due to friction, it was infected and extremely smelly. Nobody came close to him or even talked to him. He had been abandoned by his community and lived his life pretty much alone." End quote. After having a successful surgery in April, which required 11 doctors and a total of 7 hours, Krishna feels he has a new lease on life. I quote him saying, "It's like a rebirth for me. I used to hate looking at myself in the mirror and nobody in my village talked to me, but now life is very different. My life has drastically changed after the surgery. Everyone is now friendly with me. I am more confident and I love to work. It feels good to earn money for myself. I am so happy. I am extremely thankful to the doctor for helping me. He has given me a completely new life." End quote. So here's to wishing Krishna all the best now that he has successfully received the surgery that will help him with his day-to-day life. You deserve it, my brother. Now it's comment time. So in the video we did about the guy that ran across train tracks, I asked you guys what the craziest or scariest stunt you ever did was. Paul Hell, or Helly, I'm not really sure how to say your last name, said bus/train surfing in Germany. That is really scary and dangerous. I would not recommend doing it. You could get very hurt, my man. Benjamin Plays said most dangerous thing talking to my mom. That can be dangerous too if you admit things that maybe your mom shouldn't know. A random gamer said, "I smashed a bullet with a hammer, it exploded and a piece got stuck in my leg. I saw someone do it on YouTube and wanted to see if it works." Wow. I'm hoping that you're okay. I really do hope that you're okay, and I'm glad obviously that you lived to tell the story about it, but yeah, that's very dangerous. So that much pressure, the powder, explosions could have gotten in your face, neck, so please guys do not try that. If you see things online, maybe don't always try them at home. I get it, you know, sometimes things are cool to look at and interesting, but just do your research before you do something that might harm you or possibly kill you. But I'm glad you guys are okay, but until then, I'll see you guys soon.